Hey, what's up, KGM? Just getting things set up. Trying to get the live chat pulled up and all that stuff. And I'm trying to get as much heat in this garage as I can possibly get. Because it is cold here in Iowa. So, let me get this pulled up and I'll be back over here. I'll get this heater shut off and all that stuff. All right. Got the chat pulled up. Dang. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Here, let me get this heater shut off. My goodness, I'll tell you. Today when we woke up, I think it was about the same. It was -5 when I was going to the gym. And yesterday we woke up. When I went to the gym, it was -8. And when I got out of the gym, it was -10. But it actually, the temperature ended up being like 5 or something yesterday. So, what we got else going down here? We got 309 RC. What's up, bud? Keep the heat up. Hard to work with the cold fingers. Yeah, what I plan on doing, I don't know how far we're gonna get today, but what I plan on doing is we're gonna come up with we're gonna fabricate some sort of mount back here. And I don't know how far we're gonna get because this obviously, I'm gonna keep this for a Baja, but I'm gonna figure out how, what I need to do to install it. Anyways, you guys will get the picture here in a minute. What else we got going on? We got Pyro. What's up, covered in snow here in Oklahoma? Yeah, I know you guys got a bunch of snow there. I mean, you guys just got hit bad. Yeah. Oh man, there was a big snowstorm that just wiped out that, like, I don't know, the southern, I wouldn't call it the southern United States, but it's like way more south than snow ever goes. So, anyways, well, that much anyways. I mean, there's some spots that, from what I heard, from what I was learning, they were supposed some spots that were supposed to get like 18 to 20 inches. And that was, down south, not where they're used to it. So anyways, why don't we go ahead and get started with this? Our plan is to come up with a bracket. I'm going to use some stock, and I planned on coming up with a piece that went here, and then I wanted to come out because I still need to be able to install these bolts. I'm going to drill some holes into this stuff. It's going to be kind of interesting, I think. So anyways, like I said, I'll go as long as I can, and I don't want to get too far behind on the heat or whatever. But if you guys also want to, we can turn this into like just a like a chat section. So just let me know in the comments. So but why don't we go ahead and start off, and we'll get these two bolts out of here because these got to come out for my plan. I plan on using these holes and these holes. We'll see how well it works. There we go. I don't know if my gun's, I doubt, yeah, my gun ain't charged enough. I'll throw it on the charger. So, squeeze through here, Chico. So I got the gun on the charger, so if we do need it. Well, anything else going? Okay. Yeah, my plan my plan in my head is to use that flat steel, and I'm gonna grind it to shape it, and then I'm gonna if we get that far, I got to get it mounted and get the holes drilled because I want them to use these holes over here and then these holes here. That just seems like it's gonna be the best angle for it, anyways. And then I'm gonna weld on some I think it's 1/4 inch stock coming out. And then from that'll get me back away from these bolts enough to where I can get an Allen head in there. So in case I got to remove it. So. Out in the shop myself. Awesome. Yeah, I've been watching quite a bit of your shorts and stuff, or whatever you want to call them, on TikTok and all that stuff. And seems like you got some stuff going on, but it looked like you had that twin putting body panels on it and stuff. But yeah, shout out to 309 RC. He's a good friend of mine. In fact, we didn't end up getting to do it this year, but last year we met up towards the end of the year, and we went out a couple times and ripped together. So it's pretty fun too. So okay, so we got that going, and the reason we're doing that is because in my mind I think this is going to work, but I don't know if it actually is. But I gotta get these two. I gotta get a template drawn up for these two bolt holes. So we'll see how well this all works. That ought to work. Actually, what I could do is just poke them out, but damn it, and then my template moved. I don't know. I'm trying to do this without taking the shock tower off, and that's why I'm trying to make this damn template. I mean, what I probably could do hold it down on there like that. Where's the hole even at? There it is. There. Now I can transfer this to the steel, and I should be good. Yeah, I think I'll be just fine. You gotta figure out where. I'm just marking the holes on the steel right now. That ain't gonna work. I know what we'll do. I'm just seeing this is this is what is going on with my, this is how it works with my brain injury. I got it. It takes me so long to figure out how I'm going to do this stuff. So you guys are along for the ride, but I need to cut this. I remember now. First off, I need to cut this at 2 3/4 inches. So we got to get the chop saw out. Okay, so now let's get our tape measure. And I'm going to use the other. I don't want to use this side because it's all crooked, but I'll use this side because the other side, I'll end up getting confused with all them damn holes, and it just won't be a good situation. Okay, so mark this. Two and 3/4. And then we need a straight edge. I don't even know what to use as a straight edge. I'll use a wrench. There we go. All right, so now, and I know, I looked at, on Taylor's site just the other day, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he said that well, I just looked because I didn't know, and Taylor's site, that you can actually buy the bracket for $16, but I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, get my safety glasses on. Let's throw some sparks. There we go. I think I know why that thing cuts crooked now. It's because that thing vibrates. That thing vibrates and the clamp comes loose on it. Ooh, this baby's hot. We got a good grinding disc on there. I'm gonna get some. Man, I'm gonna at least get some. I think all my gloves are inside. Here, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get my gloves. Okay. Wow, it looks like the chat's blown up. Hey, what's up, RCO Ohio? How's it going, guys? Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I really don't know how to work that damn thing. that TikTok stuff. I'm new with it, and I'm not very technologically savvy anymore. I mean, I can get around stuff, but not near like I was. Anyway, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretty much grind this to fit. Yeah, we'll grind it to fit. So. I don't want to take off too much because you can always take off more, you just can't add it. So maybe what I should do is mark it where I need to go, how far I need to go. There. Maybe I could do this. Dang it. It's, that thing's very hot. So, and then once I get one side done, I should just be able to eyeball it and get it symmetric. So here we go. I got this marked up a little better. So I kind of know how much material to take off. See how that fits. Probably hotter than a whisker biscuit. I can't see very well. My goggles are kind of fogging up. So now what I'm going to do is I don't think you guys can see this, but I'm marking this other side. There we go. Okay, so now we'll get this other side ground down. Now I'm going to keep it in there, like so. All right. My safety glasses. All right. That don't look very symmetric to me, but. I'm just using a grinder, so I'll just see how much you guys can actually see. Okay. So we got to go in. Straight up. Okay. I got a better picture of what we need. There we go. That's more like it. Get in there. Let's see how that fits. It almost fits in there. I just got to take a little bit off these. A little bit of each off of this. Off the insides of here. I keep forgetting my safety glasses. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if this is all we're gonna get done or not. I gotta keep saying, I don't want to take off too much. Boy, I think that's gonna work. So now, this thing's probably hotter than you know what. I need to actually clean this up a little bit. Because then we're gonna have to mark our holes, get the drill press out. wonder how hot this thing is. It's actually not too bad. So it's gonna set in there like that. Now the first holes we need to do are the bottom ones. And the reason that is because that's gonna determine where the top ones line up. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to tell where that is. I mean, I could set it out back like that. Geez, this is gonna be kind of difficult here. Actually, those holes go all the way through. I don't know what I would have to mark it to go in that far. See if that, my goodness, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, I think that is gonna work. And now, trying to find my center punch. So that could be an event by itself. Wonder where I put my center punch. Because I got it there. May as well just mark the other side. So it's marked out. I'm gonna have to come over to this other side. Oh shoot, you guys have been missing this thing this whole time. Damn, I'm sorry. I forgot about the camera angle. So all right, let's see. Yeah, we got marks on both sides. So now I just got to find my center punch so I can center punch the babies. Or just something that would work as a center punch. I wonder how that stuff just all disappears all of a sudden. Because I remember I had a punch out when I was taking that. Remember I was trying to get that deal out of the lay shaft. Or whatever. I mean, not the lay shaft, but the differential. Yeah, I just don't know. Where it is. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. I'll just center punch in these holes real quick. Looks like we got them. Okay. So, okay, so now we're gonna switch gears back over here. And yeah, this, what the hell? Why is this all weighted different? There, it seems to like that. Still really wobbly, I don't understand. Okay, so now what we got to do, we got our holes center punched right there. And then next thing we'll do, I'm just going to set that back there. And put this saw away. Here's another center punch of mine. Anyways, we're gonna need this out of here. Okay, so we gotta make room for this. I'm not gonna do that. This is what I should have got when I was trying to drill those damn things out of my differential and the drill bit walked. I should have had this, but it was laying on the floor and it didn't even dawn on me until it was just too late, and that's what happens. No big deal. So next thing we're gonna want is our vise. That thing's all nasty. I'm gonna clean that off. It's what tends to happen when you use cutting oil, and then it just sits around for a while. It's all collects dust like crazy is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we got that all taken care of. Actually, we'll come up with just a little hair. And I'm just going to leave it loose because we got to put everything in it. Here, let's see. Flip it up like that so you guys can see a little bit better. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this in here. Like so. Might actually get a wrench on that, tighten it a little bit more. I don't want it coming loose and crap like that, so. There we go, now she's in there, nice and tight. And now, we need our drill bit. Let's see what size bolts are those. Where are they at? Where'd I put them after I took them out? Gosh, I hate this. Here they are. So I think we can use this bit just fine. Truck. Gosh, I hate All right, now. Works. Okay. Well, I suppose we could just go ahead and start drilling a little bit of the way in there. I always feel like drill bits cut way nicer too in a drill press for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like that seems to be the ticket with them. All right, good. Loosen this. Then I'm gonna get some gloves on and kind of clean up them holes again. And I'm thinking that this is, where to put that back? Oh, here it is. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the only thing we get to on this live is just this small part of the whole bracket process, because I can feel it getting chilly again already. Now let's see what we have there. I think that'll work. Yeah, I'm gonna grind a little bit on here. And I gotta get this drill press out of the way so I can see. I need another light right here. That window used to let in quite a bit of light. Till I started painting and stuff in here and overspray got on it. And, you know, just normal stuff. Yeah, there's overspray and all kinds of shit on it. Now I need my gloves again and my safety glasses. So. I'm gonna take just a little bit more off here. that's any better. Getting a little thinner on that one side than I want it to be, but all it's going to be doing there, I think that's going to be good for it. Boom. Well, I think I can get them both started. Yeah, there it went. Whether it's I have that much Loctite in it or why these things are screwing in like that. You know what I could do? I bet my gun battery is charged by now. And then I gotta quit forgetting about moving you guys. Sorry. And then I haven't been paying attention to the comments. I know I always neglect those when I go live, but what do we got going on? What's up? Hey, what's up, RC Ohio? Let's just screw real quick. Okay. I bet I'm not going to be able to get the marker all the way in there. Maybe I can get this done the same way. Okay, now we're gonna have to take that back off and see what we got. Here we go. Look out. And it did. Wow, that's gonna be. That's gonna be pushing it for the hole. For the size, I mean. And then is this gonna go through there? Yes, one of those will slide through there. Boy, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, now switch gears back over to here. Here. I don't know. Well, you guys will be able to see when I get it up here in the vise what I might have screwed up with. So I might actually have to make 2 of these brackets, but it's not going to happen today, I'll tell you that. We'll see. It's going to be real close. Got her in there tight. See? Oh, I think it's just going to be, I'm not going to be comfortable with it, but I think it'll work since it's steel. Ooh, that is thin. Thinner than I want it, but it's just the way it's going to have to be. All right. Then once I get this mounted and everything, I can show you what I'm talking about with that. I gotta come out a ways with like a piece of stock so I can get in here and get to these bolts so I can even actually put it on or take it off. So let me get some gloves and my glasses and we'll clean this up and then we'll get this mounted and we'll see how far we have to go from there. So all right, now see here. We gotta flip you guys over here. See that? And then that is gonna go in there like that. That's gonna go in there like that. There we go. It's going. Just being stubborn. I'm good. I don't feel comfortable doing that. There we go. We're not gonna lock her down or anything. So the next thing we are going to do, let me see if I can find just some decent bolts. That's good, yeah. Here's a stainless. Here's another stainless. So we can do these. Bam. Bam. Yeah. That's gonna work, I think, because then all I have to do I'll have to make another one of these triangles But what I'm gonna do is weld a piece of this 1/4 inch stock that way, just a short piece, probably 3/4 inches long. And then I'll make another one of these and weld this to that, and then that will be my mount. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of 1/4 inch though. I might make it out of, it'll be thicker than that, but thinner than that. So, I mean, we could probably, well, we can't lock it. Well, we can lock these bottom ones down. There we go. And then what I'll do on the back side is I'll just cap it with some flange nuts. But I'm gonna go get some newer ones because that one's been used. I don't know how well the lock deal is gonna work on the lock nut. I mean, I could test it out now. I actually think that'll work. But it's just getting another one. So anyways, yeah, I think we're gonna leave off here. It's not exactly level straight across, but I mean, who cares? Good enough for who it's for. But yeah, next weekend, what we'll do is we're gonna finish this off. I don't know if we'll finish it off. We'll at least get farther. I gotta make another one. I might actually make another one of these off camera in preparation for next week's video. But what we're gonna do is that's where it needs to be. And we'll just make another one of these and make some stock that comes out, weld it all together, paint it, and should be good to go. Like I said, you can buy the bracket for this off of Taylor RC for like, I think it's $16, but I thought, what the hell? I'll make one and I can save myself some money and parts and shipping and handling as well. So, I mean, I already had this steel on hand, so. And it's not that much weight I'm actually adding, and if I am adding any, it's right over the axle. It's nothing out here, so it's not gonna be popping wheelies any easier or anything like that. That's not what the design. The reason I'm making this all out of steel is because I've learned with my last setup that these wheelie bars take a lot of beating in it. They bend the hell out of shit. I mean, if if it's not built right, it won't last long. So. Just for instance, my bonehead one on the stainless steel down here where it connects, it's starting to crack. I mean, they take a lot more force than a guy thinks. So anyways, guys, let me see what's going on. Yeah, hey, you too, 309 RC. Have a good one. Thanks for joining me in this. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take off. I'm going to head into live here. I'm going to get this heat switch back on in the garage and all that stuff. So anyways, don't forget to like the video and all that stuff. And we will see you in the next one.